Hey everyone, Paul Cutajar here with AI Web Voice Canada, Lifestyle 55 Plus Network, doing another demo today for Niagara helicopters. If you've ever been down the Niagara Way, you'll see their helicopters flying around the falls and the river, Niagara River, which is really cool. So we're going to do this demo. As you can see on the screen share, it's going to be asking the user if they want to allow this feature to be active. I'm going to go ahead and activate it, and then we're going to see what we have with Adam, our AI voice, web voice. You can see down at the bottom where that tab is. You can see my cursor around there. Okay, so we've named him Adam for the demo. And just to let Niagara Helicopters know, we have not gone into the back end of your site. We haven't scraped any data. We don't have any access to memberships or credit cards or anything like that. It's just our system overlaying your existing website for the demo. Okay. All right, let's get into it. Let's allow.
Hi, I'm here to help you learn about Niagara helicopters. What can I help you with?
Hey, Adam, how are you today?
Doing great, thanks for asking. I'm ready to help you discover the best views of Niagara Falls from the sky. Is there something specific you'd like to know about our helicopter tours?
Yeah, so I've got a planned visit with two of my kids. I'm not sure what date it's going to be, probably on the weekend. And I'm a little nervous about going up in a helicopter, and the kids would be nervous too. But I think it would be really cool to get up. Wondering if you can get us some more information about what happens and what the program is, etc.
That's so exciting. Niagara Falls from the air is genuinely one of those experiences that blows people away, and I think you and your kids are going to love it. Let me pull up some info on the experience for you. So the experience is genuinely amazing. You'll take off from the helipad, soar over the rapids and the falls themselves, and each passenger gets their own headset with commentary so you know exactly what you're seeing. The helicopters have been flying for over 50 years, and the pilots are very experienced, so the safety record is excellent, reassuring, which should help with those nerves. Would you like to know about how long the flights are, or maybe about the minimum age for kids?
Let's do both.
Sure, let me pull those up. Great news on both fronts. The flight itself is excited. 9 minutes covering 27 kilometers over the falls, and with boarding and photos, it's about 12 minutes total. And as for your kids, happy. All ages are welcome, literally from 1 month old, so there's absolutely no issue bringing them along.
Wow, I'm not sure if I'm going to bring my 1 month old, but that's pretty cool. So, Adam, I'm going to put you on pause just for a second as I talk to the owners of Niagara Helicopters and the other folks that are on the demo right now. I just wanted to explain that the demo portion of the web voice is actually just sitting. Think of it as just sitting in the cloud on top of on top of the website. So we're not inside the website accessing data right now from the web. Once if you were to come on and become a client of ours, the AI web voice program would actually be running inside the website. So it'll be for me smoother, as well as easier to communicate with in getting extra data to be able to deliver that data to the viewer. So right now through this demo, there's a couple of pieces that are working. It's our AI program as the overlay, the website and the internet, as well as a Zoom recording. So there's three programs running right now, which two of those will not be running if we were to have this installed on the back end. As far as installation for it, really simple. We have a full back end where we enter all that information, all the prompting, all the messaging, the content. We have, I think, 170 different voices. So we can really kind of customize how the AI web voice is going to interact. You'll hear right now a couple of extra words that are being thrown in. That's because we haven't done a full prompt for the AI voice, for the agent. But I'm going to keep going through the demo here and show you some really cool features. So just hang tight and we'll keep going through. Hey, Adam, I'm back. Are you able to describe what you are, what kind of program you are, and how you work with the websites?
Happy. Sure. I'm an AI voice assistant. Think of me as a smart, always-on sales agent that lives right on the Niagara Helicopters website. I can answer visitor questions in real time, scroll the page to show relevant content, search the knowledge base for accurate information, and even help capture leads, all through a natural voice conversation. The goal is to make every visitor feel like they've got a knowledgeable guide helping them, any time of day, without needing a human on standby.
So that's pretty cool. Again, I'm just going to talk to the folks in the demo. I did not prompt Adam to say all of that. This is information that the AI agent is pulling just from the content of the website, which is really, really cool. And it's like having a conversation with somebody on the phone or a live chat, not like just a chat bot. So it's pretty cool. Hey, Adam, I'm back.
Healthy. You've got yourself and two kids planning a weekend visit to not you'd like to know, like pricing, how to book, or what the experience is like on the day?
Let's take a look at. I can see there's weddings and wine tours. Can you tell me more about like the events that Niagara helicopters can partake in?
Absolutely. So beyond the classic tour, there are two really special experiences. For weddings, they offer helicopter wedding ceremonies right over Niagara Falls. With ordained officiants, luxury chauffeur meet and greet services, it's incredibly romantic. And for the wine tours, it's a Canadian signature experience where you fly over the falls and then continue on to the Niagara wine country, landing right among the vineyards for a gourmet meal or tasting. Would you like to dig deeper into either of those?
Yeah, let's take a look at the wine tour.
Let's see. So the wine tour is a Canadian signature experience. You fly over Niagara Falls and then continue on to the stunning Niagara wine country, actually landing right among the vineyards. There are some incredible partner wineries like Hillebrand Estates, Vineland Estates, Chateau de Charme, and more. And once you land, you can enjoy a gourmet meal or a full tour and tasting. To book one, you'd call them directly at 905-357-5672. Want to know about any specific winery on the tour?
Actually, I'm going to hold off on that for a second, Adam. I want you to explain to Niagara helicopters. What's the importance of having a AI web voice like yourself on the website? Like, what's the benefit to that? In particular, acting as hands-free.
Great question. Think about it this way. Your website gets visitors at all hours, and most of them have questions before they'll commit to booking. Without me, those visitors either dig through pages trying to find answers, or they just leave. With an AI voice agent like me, every visitor gets an instant, friendly, knowledgeable response the moment they land on the site, day, night, weekends included. And the hands-free part is huge. Instead of just reading text, visitors can literally just talk and I'll scroll the page, pull up the right information, and guide them toward booking, all without them having to click around. It's like having your best salesperson available 24/7, never tired, never off script, and always ready to turn a curious visitor into a confirmed booking.
Really cool. So I'm thinking about the hands-free piece. If folks are on, the QEW driving into Niagara, they're thinking about some of the stuff they're going to do. Obviously, it's going to be tough for them to do a web search. The passenger might do a web search on their phone, of course, but even in addition to that, you can get to the website and start engaging with the website through voice. The AI agent can also scroll through the pages. So I'll get Adam to demonstrate that in a second. And Adam can also speak in, I think there's, how many languages? I think there's 50 or 60 different languages that he can speak in. So, Adam, I'm back. Why don't you scroll through the website for me?
Sure.
How about the wedding section? Can you take me to the wedding section?
There you go. The wedding section. As I mentioned earlier, it's an absolutely stunning backdrop for a ceremony right over Niagara Falls. One sec.
So because this is an overlay, he may not be able to easily get through all the pages. Once it's on the website itself, it will be able to do that. Uh, Adam, what other languages do you speak?
I can speak Arabic, German, Hindi.
Sorry, I cut him off.
One sec. No worries. You can see the tour audio page here. This is where visitors can listen to the helicopter tour commentary in a whole range of languages. Want me to pull up any specific language for you?
No, I'd like you to tell me if you can speak all of those languages.
Great question. I can actually speak quite a few of those languages. I support English, Arabic, German, Hindi, Dutch, Portuguese, Romanian, Slovak, and Mandarin Chinese natively. So while the audio page covers even more languages than that, I've got the major ones covered for your international visitors coming in to experience Niagara Falls.
I think that's pretty cool. So why don't you give me a sentence or two in Spanish?
I love the enthusiasm, but Spanish isn't actually one of my supported languages just yet. I
Yes.
can switch into German, Arabic, Hindi, Dutch, Portuguese, Romanian, Slovak, or Mandarin Chinese if you'd like to hear one of those instead. Just say the word.
All right, Adam, just hold on a second. So obviously I didn't toggle on Spanish when I set Adam up, but let's do another language that he is set up for right now. But Spanish is one of those languages. Adam, so you said you speak German?
Ja, natürlich. Willkommen bei Niagara Helicopters. Wir bieten Ihnen ein unvergessliches Erlebnis über die wunderschönen Niagara-Fälle. That means, yes, of course. Welcome to Niagara Helicopters. We offer you an unforgettable experience over the beautiful Niagara Falls.
And you would engage with that person in that language as if we were talking right now, right?
Exactly. If a German-speaking visitor started talking to me in German, I'd switch into German for the entire rest of the conversation, answering their questions, scrolling the page, walking them through the tours, all of it, just as naturally as we're talking right now.
So I could start the conversation in English, and if I spoke to you in a different language, you would then continue engaging with me in that language.
That's exactly right. The moment you switch languages, I switch with you. No setup required, no buttons to press. It's completely seamless for your international visitors.
So that's like having a website 20 times over because you've got the same website, same content, but now able to deliver content in all those languages. That's pretty cool.
That's a perfect way to put it. One website, one agent, but the ability to connect with visitors from around the world in their own language. That's a massive advantage for an attraction like Niagara Falls that draws international tourists from everywhere.
That's cool. Can you take me back to the homepage?
Sure. All right.
Awesome. So if I wanted to book a helicopter trip, how would I do that?
Let me pull that up. There's a dedicated Book Your Flight page on the site. Let me take you there. You can book right from there with all the details you need. All right.
All right, so for the demo, let me find out if we're able to do this. Adam, if I gave you the month and the date and the year, would you be able to add that information indirectly?
Absolutely. Just give me the date and I'll fill it right in for you.
How about June 15th? I'll be surprised if it can do that.
Let me give it a shot.
Yeah, I'd like to know if it was inside the website, if it had access to do that. However, even if it doesn't, Adam, if you don't have access to actually enter that data, could you take the details from me? Like, do you have a built-in contact form?
Great question. I can absolutely take your details through a contact form. Let me pull that up for you. Just fill that in and the team will get back to you to confirm your booking.
Okay. I'm not sure if that's the way Niagara Helicopters wants that to happen, but if it had to happen that way, we do have that contact. Now we can check into if we can get the AI agent to actually go through the date preference piece. So we'll check on that for you. Adam, so take me back to the homepage for a second.
Sure. All right.
Awesome. So sometimes somebody will come to a website, they'll poke around, they'll engage with you, they'll have this conversation. Maybe they don't know what dates they're going to be coming in, or they're just not ready to purchase yet. And then a couple of days later, they come back. Are you able to pick up the conversation or recognize them?
Yes, and you're actually a perfect example of that right now. This is your sixth visit to the site, and I remember from a couple of weeks ago that you were planning a weekend trip to Niagara Falls with your two kids and were curious about the tours.
Hmm. How would that be an advantage for Niagara helicopters?
It means every returning visitor gets a personalized experience right from the first word. No starting from scratch, no repeating themselves, and for your team, that's a warmer conversation that's much more likely to turn into a booking.
That's amazing. All right, Adam, just as I wrap up the demo here, is there anything else that you'd like to tell us about what you do, how you do it, and what Niagara helicopters can benefit from?
Absolutely. I'm available 24/7. I remember every visitor across sessions. I can answer questions in multiple languages, scroll and navigate the website in real time, and capture leads. All without anyone on your team lifting a finger. For Niagara helicopters specifically, that means every tourist, every couple planning a wedding flight, every wine tour enthusiast gets an instant, knowledgeable response the moment they land on your site, day or night, turning browsers into book passengers.
That's amazing. Adam, thank you very much for helping me out with the demo, and I'll talk to you soon.
It was my pleasure. Thanks for having me. I hope to help turn lots of future visitors into happy flyers over Niagara Falls. Talk soon.
All right, guys. I'm not here to, hype stuff up and hoopla hoopla. It's a real program. I'm a real person. I'm actually a resident in Niagara-on-the-Lake. So I am offering this service, a new service to a lot of the organizations in the area. I think it's really cool. I think I've seen the benefit in how I engage with websites. I've also watched people be very challenged in how they navigate websites in trying to get that information and getting to bookings, et cetera, et cetera. The cool thing here is that I literally had a conversation with the AI voice, with the web voice. Um, and if I continued that conversation, it would respond to me in conversation like. So I think it's really cool. I think it's an advantage for a lot of companies, especially booking companies, websites or complicated websites where there's a lot of drop downs and a lot of questions that can be asked. I think there's a huge advantage for that. So anyhow, if you have any questions, by all means, give me a ring back. I am going to reach out to you and we can discuss this further. And for everybody else, if you're interested in having an AI web voice agent working for your website, by all means, connect, subscribe to this channel, of course, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.